What is going down, NBA 2K14 fam? It's your boy C23 back on the sticks once again with another My GM episode. I believe we're at episode 9. And for those that are just now watching my series for the first time, we're moving things along despite the low episode number. This game versus the Cavaliers is just about at the midway point of my season. I think there's about 2 or 3 more games before the actual All-Star break. But anyway, that's not why we're here. The reason that we're here, other than to watch some Los Angeles Lakers My GM gameplay, is because I just got done watching the NBA draft lottery and was completely shocked and disappointed at the same time because my Lakers ended up getting the 7th overall draft pick. That's another issue entirely. But what I wanted to address today is the fact that the Cleveland Cavaliers have gotten their third, I repeat, third #1 overall draft pick in the last 4 years. How is that even possible? Well, there's a couple of reasons I think it's possible. For number one, the system itself is completely flawed. The reason I say that is because the Cavaliers were only a handful of games out of making the playoffs. But hold on, get that out of here. Kobe is not having that. Look at Irving just thinking he's going to the bucket for something easy. Kobe says not today. Get that weak stuff out of here. That is not happening on my watch. Now, back to my original point. There is no way that the Cleveland Cavaliers should come away with the #1 overall pick with a record of 33-49. Just to add a little perspective, there are about 8 or 9 different teams that had a worse record than the Cavaliers. But somehow, the Cavs were able to land the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. Does that make any sense to you? Teams like Milwaukee, Orlando, Boston, Detroit, Philadelphia, Utah, my Lakers, the Sacramento Kings, all these teams had worse records than the team that the NBA decided to award the #1 overall draft pick to this season. I don't get it. Now, a lot of people have tossed out the theory of conspiracy. And for those of you that know me personally, you know that I'm a huge believer in conspiracies. There is no doubt in my mind that there is some ulterior motive behind just about everything that influences what we do as human beings. But that's another video for another day. If you guys want me to get into it more in detail, I'll be happy to oblige you. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that the conspiracy theory as it applies to the NBA draft lottery system no longer seems as far-fetched as it once did. In all seriousness, it's almost impossible not to believe it now. And check out Kobe bashing on Varejao. That was nasty. Ugh, I had to run that back a couple times. Now, another thing I've been tossing around in my head for the last few hours or so after the draft is what motive would the NBA have behind rigging its own draft system? Then I immediately thought back to, I believe it was 2011 or 2012, somewhere around there. Right when the details of the new collective bargaining agreement came out, one thing really stood out to me. That was how much teams would be penalized if they exceeded the salary cap, or what's known as the luxury tax. And I don't plan on diving into it at all. If you guys really care about what the luxury tax is all about, you can go on ahead and Google it. But for those that know, just follow me for a second. What the new CBA pretty much did was make it dang near impossible for all the big market, big name, free agent destinations to load up on all this talent and not be penalized for it. It was actually put in place for some of these smaller market teams like the Cavaliers, for the Milwaukee Bucks, like destinations that no free agent really wants to go. In addition to the added money on a max contract if the player decides to remain with their home team. But I digress. The motive behind rigging the NBA draft lottery, along with the salary regulations in the newest CBA, make it so teams like the Oklahoma City Thunder can draft a Kevin Durant so that they can draft a Russell Westbrook and ultimately keep him there, instead of what happened with LeBron when he left Cleveland. But since he's been gone, they've gotten 3 #1 overall picks, the best of which has been Kyrie by far. But nonetheless, how ironic is this in the very last season that Kyrie contractually has to play for the Cavaliers? They get awarded the #1 overall pick, which in no doubt is going to be Andrew Wiggins. I mean, come on, who else is it going to be? And to reiterate the motive once again here, as you guys are looking at my record, I know I need to put in some work. I'm currently at the 8th seed, but guarantee you I'll make the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. The motive here is to get these superstar players in these small market areas and keep them there. Instead of letting them go to Miami, instead of letting them go to Los Angeles or Atlanta or any of these major cities, trying to keep them in these small markets. As Nick Young just catches the lob from Conley, he should have got up and bashed that. Don't know what's up with Nick Young's ups. But anyway, I'm pretty sure you all get my point behind the NBA draft lottery conspiracy theory. Do I believe it? The short answer is yes. And that's really attributed to my belief that a lot of things in life aren't random, especially things that can be so easily manipulated, like determining where a team is going to draft. And also, when you consider how much money is at stake for the league and for the individual teams, it's almost impossible to leave something like that up to chance. Now, I've never been one to introduce a problem without also introducing a solution. The solution to this is very simple, and the NFL has been doing it for years. It is flawless. There's no way around it. Instead of giving the team that has the worst record the most lottery balls, that team needs to have the best draft pick, point blank, period. Not lottery balls. This entire lottery nonsense going on with the NBA, I know it's been in effect ever since I've been watching the NBA. Not sure for exactly how long, but forever pretty much. But because it's been in existence forever does not mean that it's not time to change it. And I hope nobody out there actually gets me wrong. I do believe that there is a certain degree of randomness to life. I do know that people do hit these multi-million lotteries more than one time, and that lightning can strike the same spot more than once. Though it's very, very unlikely, it can happen, you know. But anyway, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My time is up. I know this video was a little bit different compared to what you guys are used to on my channel. And I also hope that you guys were able to approach this video with an open mind and have some perspective on the subject and think about it. Go on ahead and drop me a comment and share your thoughts, because I'm curious to know what you guys think about the whole subject of the NBA conspiracy, with the draft lottery, or just conspiracies in general. I mean, whatever you guys want to talk about, go on ahead and let me know. Anyway, folks, I got to sign off here because I'm up against the clock. I hope you guys enjoyed it once again. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one real soon.